Hello there boys and girls, my name is Paul Verizes and welcome to my Clue Scroll Ironman series Hound Hunt, where the aim is extremely simple: obtain the bloodhound pet, starting on a fresh level 3 Ironman account. We've made an absolute ton of progress on the series already and have had some pretty crazy moments so far, so if you fancy it, I'd love to have you join me on the journey. But as always guys, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy today's episode. So, just in case you missed the previous episode of Hound Hunt, as always we cracked open a ton of master clues and luckily ticked off quite a few new uniques in the process, which means we're actually halfway done with the master clue log now. And we also competed in our community's third official bingo event, and as well as picking up the first place, we also managed to grab ourselves the second twisted bow on the account, literally 10 or so raids after the first T-bow. And then finally, just over the drop rate, we also snagged our 5th pet on the account by grabbing Sriracha on 3,190 KC. But with the amount of Sriracha's I plan on doing in the future, I'm sure this won't be the only Sriracha's pet that we get on the account. Hey, how's it going guys, and welcome back to the 70th episode of my Clue Scroll Ironman series Hound Hunt. So I'm not gonna lie here, but this episode has taken a little longer than expected to be released, as over the past month I have been sinking a lot of time into playing Group Ironman. And I did actually plan on making a couple of episodes to document our journey, but unfortunately due to quite a bit of burnout from both me and my team, we decided to cut our losses and get back to our main accounts. But with that said, I did have a lot of fun, and maybe I will revisit that account one day. But for now, it's back to smashing out episodes of Hound Hunt. And something that I'm usually very guilty of when playing on a different account is not doing anything at all with the Clue Seeker. But luckily this time, whilst AFKing on the Group Ironman account, I decided it would be a good idea to farm some crystal implings. And by some, I mean I've actually stacked myself up 500 in total. So the main goal or theme for today's episode is to crack them all open and see how many elite clues we can get to trade in for masters. And with the drop rate of elite clues being a 1 in 50 from crystal impling jars, that should mean that we get ourselves 10 elites. But if you guys remember back to when I was using crystal implings as my main elite clue method about a year ago, I did get very unlucky with the amount that we received. So hopefully this time our luck will be a little bit better and we can get way over 10. But with that said though guys, even though I have been quite unlucky on the elite clues, it's safe to say that my Elven Signet luck has been pretty on point, as we've had 29 in total so far. And I believe they are a 1 in 128, so we should hopefully see another 4 or 5 during this opening. And yeah, we'll be stacking up all the loot from the crystal imps, so we'll see how much we make from all 500 of them. But before we start cracking open those crystal implings, I did actually open myself a few master clues the day before Group Iron was released. Here we go, first one of the next episode, whenever that's going to come out. I actually had no idea when the next episode is going to come out because, yeah, I will be playing some Group Iron in the meantime. But, yeah, let's see, can we get something good to kick us off today? And no, we cannot. 202k. Dragging along still. I think it's a double Limpwort drop there. More Wines and Zombies, more Herblore secondaries. But, yeah, that is a very smelly one to start off today. It's going to be 206. Yeah, the last one was very bad. Hopefully this one can be a little bit better. It's most certainly cannot. What is with my garbage clues recently? Holy moly. I mean, I suppose the Wines of Zami and the Toflax redeem it a little bit, but like, what is going on? These are awful. 179k. Absolute garbage. Well, we're definitely not off to the best of starts so far. That is 60 crystal imps down already without an elite clue. However, we did just grab the first Elven Signet at the opening, and these things are still worth a fair amount of GP, so I guess I can't be too upset with that. Hey, and there we go. And of course it's on the 69th crystal imp open, but there is the first of hopefully quite a few elite clues. But actually guys, before I go and get all the other clues that I need to trade in for a master, I thought I'd finally get around to doing something that I should have really done before completing 200 master clues, without being the music cape. And yeah, for you guys that don't know, the music cape actually has a direct teleport to follow the bard. And yeah, considering you normally get at least 1 or 2 follow steps per master clue, it's pretty shocking how I don't actually have this cape yet. So we've actually only got ourselves 35 music tracks to go before we can go and grab the cape, so hopefully this won't take me too long. So I realised that I actually need to knock out a few quests as well, as some of the music tracks are locked behind them, and I'm not sure why I didn't have this quest done already, but there we go, there is Below Ice Mountain all finished up with. And there we go, there's a Night of the Theatre done, Forgettable Tale done. So just like that, and we're down to one last music track for the cape, other than all the ones they unlocked during the Christmas event, but I don't think you actually need those to claim the cape. But anyway, the last track that we need is this Tempest one down here, which you actually unlock on the top floor of the Slayer Tower where the Grotesque Guardians are. And unfortunately, once again, due to me being an absolutely massive melon, I haven't actually been up there, despite already unlocking the area with the Brittle Key. So yeah, that does mean I need to grind myself out of Gargoyle Slayer Towers before I can access that area and then get the last track that we need. But on the positive side though, I have been looking for an excuse to finally grind out the last 2 Slayer levels that I need to unlock Hydra, as the Leather, the Claw, and the Ring would be some huge upgrades for the account. But with that said though, I do kind of want to get on with opening all those crystal impling jars, so hopefully it doesn't take us too long to grab that gargoyle task. Hey, and there we go. Only about 5 tasks in total, and there are the gargoyles that we're after. So let's go and grab ourselves that music cape. So I probably should have grabbed this thing, give or take around a year ago now. But as the old saying goes on the channel, better late than never. So there we go. With the music cape acquired, I think that it's finally time to start knocking out some more master clues. But first, a cheeky little bit of self-promo. We are actually now approaching 20,000 subscribers on the channel, which is just absolutely insane. And my goal is to hit that before the new year. So if you have been enjoying the content lately and you haven't yet, then a sub to the channel would be greatly appreciated. So because it has been quite a while since I last cracked open a master clue, I think what I'm going to do is open the first few individually and then stack up the rest for a massive opening at the end. But either way, I think this is going to be master clue 209. And it's not too bad, not the worst one there. A couple of alcohols, a little bit of GP, yeah, nothing to write home about though. So I think we're sitting on just over 400 crystal imps in the bank still, so we're pretty on drop rate so far in terms of elites. But either way, here's clue 210, and that is a massive amount of blood runes. What the hell, nearly 500 in a master clue. I've never seen that before. I think that might be a triple roll, but yeah, not too shabby at all. Hey, so it took a while, but on the third master clue, and we finally get to use our new music cape. So here we go, guys. Last master clue for now, and then we are going to stack up the rest of them from the imps. But either way, yeah, 211, and it's a pretty standard one. I think that's either a double or a triple toe flax roll there. Some runite bars, not too bad. A couple of purple sweets as well. So a quick little update on the impling count. We're down to just over 150 remaining now, with 5 clues stacked up in the bank already. So it's looking like we might get 1 or 2 elites over the drop rate this time. Hey, so it took a little while. Only 34 imps left, and there was Elven Signet number 2. Oh my god, finally. Just about got the recorder on in time. And I know this clip is a little bit out of nowhere, but I thought I'd take a quick break from the Masters to get a farm run done. And just under double the drop rate, and there is the bottomless compost bucket finally. And yeah, I can't believe it's taken me just under 2 years having my account to get this thing. Hopefully it'll motivate me to do some more herb runs, as it'll make them so much easier now. Hey, and there we go, a pretty cool milestone there, 95 cooking and also 2075 turtle level as well. And yeah, finally getting around to cooking up some of these anglers, as alongside catching crystal implings, I also fished myself a few thousand anglers whilst playing on the group Ironman account. Okay, so we're down to just 5 crystal imps remaining now, and I have managed to stack myself up 9 more master clues, and I'm hoping to snag maybe 1 more elite from the final 5 to make it a clean 10 for the opening, but if not, we have still been pretty lucky. And oh my god, there we go on the very last one. I couldn't have been more perfect. But actually, guys, before we go and do that last master clue, I'm going to quickly pull all the loot out of the bank from those 500 imps and see how much we've made. And before I started cracking open the impling jars, I did actually note down all the loot that you could get from the implings that I might have already had in the bank already, so these numbers are going to be accurate. But either way, in total, it comes out to be just over 26 mil, which really isn't too bad at all. And also, when you consider that I did actually get unlucky with the amount of Elven Signets that we received, that really isn't too shabby whatsoever. And obviously on an Ironman, I'm really not too fussed about the total GP value. It's more so that a lot of these items are actually really useful for me, especially the Ranar seeds. I always see Ironmen struggling for them. And also, hopefully with my new bottomless compost bucket, I'll absolutely fly through all these seeds in no time. Oh, so here we go, guys. 10 master caskets all ready to go. And honestly, I don't remember the last time I had any more than 2 or 3 stacked up at once. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty damn excited to crack these open. I swear, if this is just 10 stinkers in a row, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed. Either way, first one, not the best there, not too bad. Some palm tree seeds, dragon halley, runite bars, nothing too special. Next up, that's better. We got some magic seeds, or a magic seed, couple of U seeds, and some palm seeds as well. And oh, okay, every time I see that pop up, I get a little bit excited. But there we go. And for some reason, it didn't pop up in the chat there, but a lesser demon mask. And I think I actually had one of these things on Trailblazer. I'm not sure if I'll be rocking it. It is pretty damn ugly, but it is a new unique, to be fair. And all right, next up is going to be some more Onyx bolts, some more cash. I think it's a double roll there. Next up, oh, fair enough. Oh, we get a little clan notification as well. We get ourselves a Sara Doming Godsword Ornament Kit, and I think that's the first Godsword kit that we've actually got. And obviously, we do have every single Godsword in the bank as well, so I'm going to slap that on after the opening. And either way, let me just quickly whack all this in the bank before it starts flying on the floor here. But yeah, very, very happy with that. I mean, any new uniques are always good. But either way, 5 more to go, and it's going to be another pair of samurai boots. I think I might have got one of those either earlier or maybe in the previous episode, and some Half Moon Spectacles as well, but we do already have a pair of those. Next up is going to be a Loba Genji hood as well, I'll take it. I mean, again, a new unique, never going to wear that thing at all. It does look pretty damn hideous, but, you know, is another thing ticked off of the log. And, all right, that's probably the worst one so far. Nothing at all to mention in that one. Next up, oh my god, that's a pretty fat clue in terms of GP, but yeah, I'm not really seeing why. I guess a magic seed, a couple of blood runes, and finally, the last one for today's episode is going to be, again, not too shabby. There we go, 42 Onyx Bolt Tips, couple of Alkaballs, but yeah, not the worst opening to be fair, but yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more. But with that said though, 3 new uniques from 10 Master Clues is pretty good going, and I'm not going to lie, I don't think the Ornament Kit makes all that much difference to the SGS. I guess it looks a little bit cooler, but hey, at least it is good to tick off a Godsword Ornament Kit finally. And with all those clues cracked open, I think that is where we're going to leave it for today's episode of Hound Hunt. And as always, I really do hope you guys have enjoyed this one. So if you have, and you haven't yet, then a big old like on the video would be absolutely amazing. But before we do go for today, we do have a few end of video shoutouts to a few absolute legends. So thank you very, very much to Vetion, Rock Beer again, and also Slimy Ill 24. I really appreciate you guys being a part of the community. But with all that said, guys, until next time, stay safe and I'll see you very soon.